Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Brad. I'm a former teacher of 14 years in the public schools who turned my side hustle of reselling online for 20 years into now my full-time job, and I gross over 6 figures a year. So today I want to talk to you about some brands that used to be good maybe 3 to 4 years ago that I do not pick up anymore. You have to keep up with the styles or else you'll be left in the dust and those styles will sit on your shelf and not bring you any money. So I'm going to kick it off with Robert Graham. Now, Robert Graham and a lot of these styles, some of them still sell. For example, Robert Graham, if it's really loud and it has a larger size, it will sell. But for the most part, these used to bring over $30 every time overnight. Now I have trouble selling them for $20. Just a regular Robert Graham shirt with the either just regular print or stripes like this. So Robert Graham is a brand I don't usually pick up anymore. So another line of this brand, Peter Millar, I don't pick up anymore, are the long sleeve shirts that are cotton, or actually for that matter, anything cotton that's Peter Millar. So cotton polos or cotton long sleeves, I don't pick up. Now you might still want to, and that's totally fine, but for me, I like my average sale price to be around $25 to $45, and these don't cut it for me. So I don't pick these Peter Millars up anymore. So when I first started getting into reselling clothing, because I did antiques before that, Fred Perry used to be super hot. I think it's a European brand, Fred Perry. This one's vintage, but Fred Perry used to be hot and it literally jumped off a cliff. It does not sell well at all. You mostly will find polos, and they used to sell for about $30 a piece. Now I would not pick them up. They probably sell for 12 to 13 bucks a piece. Nat Nast used to bring good money and it would sell overnight. Doesn't anymore. So if you find Nat Nast that is in jeans, or if it's a cotton or a cotton silk mix, I do not pick it up anymore, and I do not recommend picking that up. Another brand that I used to pick up and would sell overnight, and a lot of you could agree with it, is Untuck It. So Untuck It used to sell for 30 bucks, like I said, overnight, but now it's really tough to push for over 20. I'll still buy Untuck It. Obviously, I have one right here, and it will still sell for me, but I just have the price. It's like every year or every season, I'm dropping the price by like $1 or $2. Pretty soon it's get to a point where I'm not going to pick it up anymore. So right now I sell these for about $18.99, but they used to sell for $30. So Untuck It is dropping off quick. Here's a brand that has just completely flooded the market and does not bring what it used to. It's Vineyard Vines. Now, there are certain type of Vineyard Vines that I'll pick up still, like if it is a performance polo, like for golf, stretchy, or performance golf pants, I'll pick them up, or maybe something that screams Vineyard Vines. But just shorts like this, these used to sell for like $28, 30 bucks really quick, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And now I'm lucky to get 15 out of them in the spring and summer. Don't expect to even sell them in the winter or fall. All right, so All Saints. You remember this logo. You don't see it very often, but this brand used to sell really, really well for me. And again, this is one of those in style for 3 or 4 years and then out of style. And guess what? It's out of style now. I'll pick it up if I can get it for just a couple bucks, the jeans or the shirts. But if it doesn't have a logo especially, I'm probably not going to pick it up. So this shirt used to probably sell for $30. Now I might be lucky to get 15 out of it. So unfortunately, this used to be a bread and butter brand for me, FootJoy. I've been lotting these up now when I sell them, but FootJoy polos just do not bring what they used to. Again, it's like every year it comes around and I'm having to drop the price $1 to $2 on every single item when I was only selling them for about 20 bucks. So now these are selling for like 16 to 17 bucks. If I've listened for any more than that, they're like bricks and they do not move. Now, if you do find a FootJoy that has the FJ on the collar and the Titleist patch on the sleeve, then you're talking good money. But those are very rare. I would say 1 out of every 200 FootJoys I find have the Tour Titleist patch on the sleeve. If you find those, pick them up. Otherwise, these I've just died. So another brand I used to pick up all the time and that would sell overnight was Travis Mathew. Travis Mathew is one of those golf brands that came in and it's going out just as fast. And golf's known for doing that. So Under Armour and Nike, those are like staples, right? They're always going to sell. They're always going to be making them. People are always going to be buying and wearing them. But there are brands that come out and they're in trend and then they leave trend. So right now, Travis Mathew is definitely jumping off the cliff and they are not doing very well. These used to sell for $24 for me. Now I sell them for about $17. They still sell, and if you buy them at the right price, they sell. But this is one of those golf brands that are out and there are new ones coming in that you should be looking for. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be showing you this brand, but Under Armour polos, specifically polos, have not been selling well for me. I've had to lower my prices on Under Armour polos quite a bit. It's funny because the thrift stores have been upping their prices on Under Armour. But these things used to sell very quick for me. I just think the market is so saturated with them. So I just have a hard time picking up these polos unless they're under like $5. I'll pick them up. But these don't sell very well for me. I'm talking maybe $16, $17 if I'm lucky. Now, with that being said, Under Armour shorts and golfing pants I always pick up, but not Under Armour polos as much. Here's a brand that makes really good quality clothes, but just does not sell like it used to. It's Duluth Trading. So when Duluth was first coming out, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, anytime I'd find it, it would sell very quick. The quality is very, very nice. Any of you that know Duluth know that, but it just does not sell like it used to. I'll pick it up if it's unique. Like this is a newer tag and it's called the Untucked, but most Duluth, if it's just a button-up shirt like this, I'm gonna pass over it. When it used to bring $23 and now it brings $14, not worth my time. Here's a brand a lot of people think is still worth good money, and it's Tommy Bahama. Again, depending on what it is, if you find Tommy Bahama in 4XL or 3XL with some crazy all over print, like floral, whatever, yeah, it's gonna sell for you. But if you find just regular sizes like medium or large, pure silk, cotton, shorts, jeans, any of that, pullovers with the zip, it just does not move. So Tommy Bahama is something I usually don't pick up anymore. Maybe just 1% of the items I see, I pick up. Here's another brand that used to do really well for me. It's called Territory Ahead. It does not do well for me at all anymore unless it's a screaming print like this or even more. If it's a Territory Ahead that's just plain or just stripes or whatever, I completely skip over it. Don't even look at it twice. I don't care what the size is, but Territory Ahead is a brand that unless it screams, I don't pick it up anymore. I'm gonna bring you a couple jean brands that I don't pick up quite as often anymore just because it doesn't sell as well, but Fidelity is one of them. Fidelity used to sell really well. It's a Nordstrom selling brand, but it just does not bring what it used to. So unless I can get these for cheap and maybe these are men's and they're the slim version, I'll pick them up and they have to be longer length in the inseam. But Fidelity has really kind of dropped off along with Rag and Bone. Another brand that has dropped off, which a lot of you know, is Madewell. I think Madewell just made too much because it just does not sell like it used to. In fact, these jeans are new with tags and they're still sitting for me. So I must have them priced too high and I thought I had them priced low. So Madewell is something I skipped over. Again, I wouldn't even say the 1% of Madewell. I would say a quarter of 1% of Madewell I find, I'll buy. Okay, here are two athletic brands that I just don't pick up anymore. They used to do really well. Maybe it's because everyone was doing it, but CrossFit by Reebok used to do really, really well for me. And anymore, they just don't. So these I used to be able to sell for like $22 and pick them up for $3. Now I'll be lucky to get 13 out of these. So CrossFit stuff I do not pick up anymore. So the last brand I'm going to show you today is Puma. Puma makes really cool polos, but they've just been bricks for me. So I just have a hard time passing up on them, but I do because they do not sell like they used to. 3 or 4 years ago, everyone on the golf course was wearing the screaming colors like Ricky Fowler Puma stuff, and now they just don't. So I don't pick it up anymore. Thanks for being with me today. These are brands that I just don't pick up anymore. These are brands that used to be hot and that aren't hot now. So if you have any questions or you have some brands of your own, please put them in the comments below. I'd love to interact with you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.